This is going to be a very chill video. For some reason, I just watched a video and that video inspired me to start up this channel. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is something really memorable that happened to me last year. I had chickenpox last year. But before I go into that, I would like for you to do me a favor on my first video, like, subscribe, and share this video. My name is Ijoma, by the way. First of all, I'm a woman. Second of all, I'm a woman who loves herself, who has grown to love herself so much, who has grown to appreciate the beauty in who she is, someone who has grown to be that person, believes and knows actually that she has a purpose in this world. And so I've decided to come here to share all of myself on this channel. Well, not all, but a huge part of myself on this channel. I am an optometrist. I am a mother. I'm a wife. I am a creative in so many ways. I sing. I'm a makeup enthusiast. I also do digital illustrations. I'm very, I wouldn't say crafty, but I like to use my hands in a lot of things. So anything that makes me, I'm usually interested in things that involve my hands and my eyes and my head in general. And so in so many ways, like I said earlier, I'm a creative. I also like to talk. I'm not a talkative, but I know that I have so many opinions on so many things, and that I am on this journey of learning things, being open-minded enough to learn things, actually, to accept the fact that there are a lot of things I don't know, and to come here to talk about the things I know, believe, and have an opinion about. And so if you would like this kind of content that's centered around lifestyle, eye health, because I mentioned I'm an optometrist. I mentioned earlier that something really happened to me last year, and chickenpox is that thing. Chickenpox as an adult is something that nobody really talks about. It's something that a lot of people, in fact, when I remember what I went through last year, I decided that, to be honest, people really need to know about chickenpox as an adult. So sometime last year, I thought I had COVID. I'd had COVID before, but this time around I had this COVID-like symptoms that really were uncomfortable, and then I had these things on my face that seemed like it was painful, but really it wasn't painful. Before then, one of my kids had chickenpox and I had to stay home for about 2 weeks to take care of my child, just so that he could resume school after he had recovered. Little did I know that I never had chickenpox as a child, that I never knew I didn't have chickenpox as a child. So that's story for another day. And I went on with my business after my child had recovered. And weeks later, I saw a blister on my tummy after that pimple appeared on my face. And yep, it's this pimple. I felt like I had COVID. I also felt like I was really coming down with some flu or something. But the moment I saw that blister on my tummy, I knew that something was about to happen. And immediately I knew that I had chickenpox. So, but then this is how it happened. From that weakness I was feeling, and then the pimples, stroke blisters on my body, and then later that night I had the worst cold I've ever had before, because I was freezing and the weather was not cold, and I had this fever. My temperature was just going up, my body was itchy and uncomfortable and everything, and this went on for days. And with every passing day, my blisters, more blisters appeared. Some of the things that I would love to eat, I stopped eating them because my appetite went down the drain. Some of the things, in fact, I was sick. I don't know how I'm going to talk about all those things, but all I'll just say is that I was sick and it wasn't good. Like right now, I would laugh about some of the things that happened to me, but it wasn't funny. And so I needed to be comfortable, more comfortable, but I was cold and the weather was hot, and the more I covered my body, more blisters appeared, because it's like they needed the warm temperature to appear. And when I tell you that every part of my body had chickenpox, literally every part of my body had chickenpox, except my legs. So my legs were free of chickenpox. I didn't have any issue on my legs, but every other part, even to the extent of being very uncomfortable whenever I went to the toilet. It was that bad. And for someone like me, I have dry skin. And dry skin, not being able to apply anything on my face, moisturizer and all, was a big problem. And on top of that, I had to apply drying agents like calamine lotion and some other things just to dry out the chickenpox on my face. And that made things really worse. I couldn't sleep at night. I would wash my face so many times. Washing my face didn't even make things better or easier because my face was so moist with the blisters that were constantly oozing out water, and during all of that process, it wasn't funny. I think I hadn't been sick in a while before that chickenpox happened. Even it was worse than COVID, to be honest. And anytime I decide to tell people about that, for some reason, some people laugh at me and tell me, "Oh, you never had chickenpox as a child?" Wow, like it was so shocking to me. I didn't know. I even that period made me ask my mom. I asked my mom, "I didn't have chickenpox as a child. How come wasn't I vaccinated?" But to be honest, I was vaccinated, and I really don't want to go into all the mumbo jumbo about vaccination and health and whatever as a child. But I was so glad my kids, even when I think one of my kids is vaccinated, but I was just glad they had their chickenpox as kids, and they've gotten over with it. So everything that I'm trying to say here is, if you've not had chickenpox as a child, I think you would have to do very well to make sure that you prevent yourself from being exposed to people who have chickenpox. It would be very unfortunate if your child or someone around you has chickenpox, because really, except you leave that house for that person, there's not much you can do. And so now the icing on the cake about everything was my skin after the chickenpox. It was so bad on my face. I'm going to show a picture. It was so bad on my face that each time I go back to the pictures, this was just last year, each time I go back to the pictures I took during that period, I can't believe this is my face now. I cannot believe. And I used some products that helped me clear my face, even when I knew that there would still be a healing process. But yeah, I needed to use some of these products to help me fade the spots slowly and all of that. Thankfully, it's usually easier for things on the face to heal faster than other parts of the body. So I still have the spots, some of the spots around my body, but my face was the first thing to clear, and probably because of the enhancements from the products that I used. And so maybe I'll probably talk about the products that I use in another video, but I don't want this video to be too long. And so that was just the highlight of my 2022. But also, I would like to ask people who have had chickenpox as kids, would you like to share what you went through? What are some of the things that you did to help you through the journey, or through that period of actually getting ill and all of that, and towards recovering? So yeah, I said earlier on that this video is just going to be a very chill video. I'm not going to do something over the top. Like I said earlier as well, if you like this kind of content, please do well to share and comment and like this video. My name is Ijoma, and I will come here again probably next week, probably when I have the time to come here and talk about some things that I have in mind. I would also like everyone to know that I will talk about anything. I'm not even going to stick to any niche. I'm not going to talk to or conform to any box or anything. I'm just going to come here and I'm talking about anything and everything. And until I come your way next time, please remember to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.